Hi, Flosstubers. This is Stitching to Connect Annie. Pardon me. It's Sunday. I believe it's May 16th. Pretty sure that's the date. I'm home back in Highlands Ranch, Colorado after my wonderful trip to see my grandchildren in DC. That's where I filmed my last one. So it's been about, it'll be 2 weeks tomorrow that I finish, or rather, the word left me. Filmed my last Flosstube. So I'm happy to be home. I've got my kitty by my side. She's meandering about. I hope she doesn't knock things over because I have a new lighting situation I'm trying out over to the side so I don't get so much glare. Even when I tried my, she's gonna knock that over. When I tried my glasses, I was reflecting the screen onto my glasses. So we'll see how this works. I may have to go back to what I used to do. Anyway, I'm happy to be home, and it was a long trip, but it was a great trip. Seeing my 2 grandchildren and my daughter and her husband, and doing all the fun things they do as a family for 2 weeks. Got to see my grandson score a Sierra's gonna knock this over. Score a goal in his soccer game. Really fun. Granddaughter took me out driving because she just got her permit and took me to lunch and paid for my lunch and parallel parked during our little venture. Yeah, these are the grandkids moments that I super missed over the last year and a half. So prior to that, I had seen them every 3 to 4 months of their lives since they've been born, and they are 14 and 15, almost 16. So, and the other great news made my weekend is they both have their COVID shots, first COVID shots now. Granddaughter had a sore arm yesterday. Grandson's getting his today. So, yeah, just super excited that they are going to be fully vaccinated soon. This is Sierra. This is her face. I don't know if you can see her, but she's wandering through as pets do. Sierra, what are you doing, huh? Wow, she wants her I'm ready for my close-up moment. Get down. I need to get you down. You're going to be too much of a distraction. Shoot. See, I told you, she's going to jump in the box that I have this mount setting on. I think she's down now. Sorry about that. Keep going. So I have not stitched a lot, but I have a lot of news. So we'll go with what I stitched since I saw you last, and I talked about it. But because I was at my grandchildren's and they had puppies, which were fun to play with, I only got that much more done. So I think I had the 4 cats done, and then I did I finished the 2 cats and my border. I think it's really, really pretty. So this border is going to be kind of scoochy. It's going to be over here a little bit and then down. I'm not going to have much left on this. This was a Fortnite fabric ornament release that they did. Not a release, but they have every Sunday night they have a little bidding auction that you can get on, and I won these. I think I won 8. I think I bid on 2 and I got 8 of them. And they've been great for ornaments. Like I have her right here. I did my little Miss Santa on one of theirs, and I think it turned out gorgeous. So I have quite a few of those that I like to do my smalls on. But I did, Michelle Bendy Stitchy was kind enough to say, oh, I think it's gonna fit. I think you're gonna make it. I don't know for sure. It's gonna be close. And I'm either gonna put this on a bag to put my cross stitch in, which I think would be really pretty, or do a little flat fold. And so I think I'll think I'll be okay. I don't even think I'm gonna, I don't even think I'm going to frame it. I think I'm just gonna do a flat fold or a bag. So project bag. But I think it's really pretty. I'm very excited about it. I talked about the flosses last time, so I won't do that again. But that has been the extent of my stitching. I worked on this quite a bit yesterday, finished this bottom cat, and did all of this yesterday while I was watching television. So good amount done, almost done, and I think it's just precious, and it's doing cats, which are some of my favorite creatures on the earth. Although I have to say I fell in love with my grandpuppies while I was in DC. My grandkids kept saying, Grammy, we need to check your luggage because we don't want you putting the grandpuppy in there with you. So, again, I forgot to ask my grandson, how do I insert photos in this? He would have been a perfect one to help me do that. So I will figure that out. I'm going to figure that out. When I can insert photos, I will insert some of my grandpuppy photos and my photos of my trip. But other exciting news, I got a spot on Group B Stitchcon. So excited. I had debated on whether I really wanted to go to Cincinnati because it's Cincinnati. And that's not very kind. I've never been to Cincinnati, so it's probably an amazing place. But I wasn't sure about what their mask situation was or what their, COVID restrictions were and all. This was like a month ago or so. I think it was about a month ago, where things have gotten just so much better in the last 4 to 6 weeks. So, but I went ahead and put myself on the wait list. And I thought, if I get it, I get it, and then I'll make my choice and talk to my husband about it and decide. And my plane trip went so well when I went to DC. I had no anxiety, and I'm an anxiety-prone person. I take meds for anxiety, for sleeping, and so I have to, and I have high blood pressure, so I have to kind of gauge all that, whether it's worth it to me or not. So, not a problem. Lines were short. I did travel midweek, both coming and going on my trip to DC. So the airports weren't super full because it wasn't weekends, but no long lines. I am TSA pre, so I got right through. No issues on the plane, no issues in the airport. I felt very, very comfortable. So when I got my notice, I went, and I thought, I'm going to sleep on it overnight and then talk to my husband, talk to my honey, and see what he thinks. Because I just spent, time away, and I'm the only one who's traveled, basically, airline traveling. And so I just wanted to see what he thought. And he was super supportive and said, oh, no, I think you should do it. And so I filled out my form and sent it back. And I'm in Group B, which is June 17th to the 20th. And I'm going to Stitchcon. I got reservations at the Hyatt, which is nice because it's connected to either by a walkway or it's super, super close to the convention center where Stitchcon is being held. And I'm in. Got my reservations. It's costing me more. Costing me more to fly to Cincinnati economy plus than to fly to DC first class. So that's how much airline tickets have changed in 3 months. I think I booked my DC flight probably 3 months ago. Probably. So in 3 months' time, that's how much airline tickets are. So if you plan to go anywhere airline-wise this summer, book it now or be willing to pay because it's expensive. There's just no two ways around it. But said, we didn't spend any money traveling last year, so our travel budget is pretty up there right now as far as what we can, what we want to spend this year. And let's be honest, we're very fortunate and we don't have to budget a lot. So, but I was on Michelle Bendy's Patreon, Stitch and Chat, Coffee and Chat, whatever it was this morning. And they were talking about no spending. And I just put in, I'm not spending so I can buy at Stitchcon. So I'm trying to be really good and not order anything or do any PDFs or anything. And I have plenty to stitch. So now is the question of, and then I got, once you get into the group and you fill out the form and everything, then they send you a link to the Facebook, or they say, try to get on the Facebook group. That's private with Stitchcon 2021. And so I got admitted to that. So now I'm connecting, as I'm stitching to Connect Annie is the name of my Flosstube, connecting with people that are flying from across the country, or I think there's going to be 3 people in Group B. It's a little tricky because there's 2 groups, Group A the weekend before and then Group B. So you have to kind of find out who's going to be in what group so that you can know you can actually meet them there. And I think there's 3, maybe 4 people coming from Colorado. 1 from Monument, which is just up over the hill from me, and a couple from Denver, I think. So I think there'll be like 4 of us, maybe. So that'll be fun because honestly, I did not start the Flosstube or not intense, but regular cross stitching till May of 2020 is when I restarted this whole adventure, and then started my Flosstube, I believe, in, I want to say September or October 2020. So I'm relatively new, even though I used to cross stitch quite a bit in my younger years, but I'm really relatively new to this whole world of Flosstube, YouTube, Instagram. I've kind of delved into Instagram now too. Trying to be with it, but not absorbed by technology, which is always a challenge. But I've just enjoyed so much the community of Flosstube and how supportive they are, and it really has helped my mental anxiety this last year. Really has. I have to say, I would have been very lonely this last year, except for Flosstube. So that to say, going to Stitchcon. So as I said, the challenge is, what do I take? Who do I look for? How do I go about protecting myself? I'm fully vaccinated, but my mantra in this time right now is respect myself and respect others. So I want to make sure that I'm protected, although I feel like I am protected from COVID now that I'm fully vaccinated, but also respectful of others. Some may choose not to get vaccinated. Some may not be able to get vaccinated for whatever reason. I'm not going to preach. I'm not going to judge. I'm just going to be respectful. So that's my mantra during this time. So I'm thinking, because they did announce, one of the gals, Stephanie, maybe is her name? I can't remember for sure. Did announce this week that Ohio has lifted their ban on masks, indoors and outdoors. But again, she said, be comfortable, be respectful of others, do what makes you feel good and what you feel how others will feel good, because we'll sit around round tables, we'll be in lines for different things such as purchasing and just checking in and all of that stuff. And I think my plan is probably to wear a face shield on the airplane out and back. I wore face shields and masks in the airports. When I got on the plane, I just left my mask on. But I may just wear a face shield even when I'm sitting at the table, people can see your face, they can see your expressions. I think it's the best of both worlds. So, and I will definitely have my glasses on, so that'll protect all of that. And yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. So I'm very excited, in case you can't tell. So that's about a month away. Today's the 16th and it starts the 17th. Wow, 1 month away. I'll get there Thursday afternoon, like 4-ish, and then it starts that evening, and then I'm going to leave Sunday morning around 9-ish. A lot of people are staying through Sunday, and I just decided for my first one, I've never been to a stitching retreat before. I'm going to pace myself a little bit and give myself some space, and I'll probably be totally exhausted, but it'll be, I'm thoroughly looking forward to it, and hopefully my anxiety will be at a low, and I'm sure I'll just get to meet amazing people. The only other kind of thing I've been on like this is my sister and I went on a quilting cruise back in 2000, I think it was 2018. The year I got my hand surgery on my fingers. I think it was 2018. And oh my goodness, we had a blast. But I was with my sister. It was 7 days. You could quilt. They had a quilting room where you each had a machine. You had your own machine. You didn't have to bring yours. They supplied it. And we had 3 quilts that we learned how to make. And I maybe a third of the people finished 1 quilt. So my sister and I didn't finish any quilts, but we just met the best people and we had the most fun, and it was really, really fun. So it won't even be 7 days, so 2.5 days. 2.5 days. So that's my really big news right now, other than my grandkids getting vaccinated, which made my day. So the other thing that Miss Michelle Bendy Stitchy, who I'm a huge fangirl of, talked about, and I'm a Patreon of hers, talked about was starting I'm not going to remember the hashtag and the letters, I'm just not, but it's different, like, not afraid, I think it's like not afraid to, and then blend stitch or back stitch or whatever stitch. And one of the samplers, no, it wasn't samplers, just not afraid, I don't remember, I'm sorry, I should write things down, but I don't. Anyway, some of her favorites are Russian and Ukrainian designers, and she's starting a SAL with anything Russian or Ukrainian, and she has stitched this already, and if you love Michelle Bendy Stitchy, you will have seen this. But I'm stitching Alice. You can see the white rabbit down here. That's the white rabbit, and when it gets backstitched, it's gonna pop. Anyway, Alice is leaning over or sleeping on the top of a pocket watch. Beautiful flowers, beautiful red roses here. Lots of purples and blues, and I think it's turning out really pretty on this Fortnite fabric. I belong to their monthly Fortnite Fabric monthly club. I believe this is 2016, because it's kind of my jam. 2016. 16 count Ada. Sorry, 16 or 18 count Ada. That's kind of where that's my sweet spot. Yeah. So, and it's a really pretty piece, and I think she pops on the purple and pink a lot. So I'm excited about that, and I'm definitely going to join that SAL as soon as I figure out how to do that. Or maybe it's just, you just do it and you watch and you join in on comments. I'm not sure how all that works yet. But I'm very excited about her. I don't know if I've shown you this in a while, but I'm very far behind in my big girl. I'm very far behind. But And I don't think she's going with me. I don't know. We'll see. What I thought I would try to do is pick some smalls that I can work on and maybe do a little bit of outlining so I can just do fill in stitch while fill in the color. So I'm not having to count a lot while I'm sitting at the table stitching and visiting. Because I want to get some things accomplished there. I want to show that I have what I can accomplish to myself, and if it happens to be to others. But I don't want to be so wrapped up in it that I can't visit and get to know people and get excited about what they're stitching on. So all that to say, that's in my head right now. So I'm starting to make lists, and my cat, my Peruvian cat Sal, which was a Sal, which people have finished. My Peruvian cat is almost too far along now because all the fill-in, like of those cats, of the, I don't know what I do with it, of the cats that you can just fill in, like these two cats didn't take any counting at all, basically. Once I got the outline of the cat done, I don't even think I outlined it. Or this one. This one took some counting because of all the spots on it. I don't even know if you call it spots, what Peruvian cats have. All the texture in it took some counting. And then the other fun thing about this, once you get one cat done, the reflection is you don't even have to look at the chart or pattern because you just reflect what you did up here. And it's all good. So yeah, so this was a very fun stitch, And I'm kind of debating, I might do one of these for my bestie who I made a cat Christmas, one of Lindy Stitches, yeah. Stephanie at Lindy Stitches, her name is Stephanie. I did one of her Christmas cat littles with the 3 cats across in the middle here, it says Cats Love Christmas. And I did one of those for her, for my bestie for Christmas this last year. And she loves cats as much as I do and has 2. So I might do this. I might do one of these for her because it was a very fun stitch. And I might start it and take it to Stitchcon with me. All good thoughts. And it just came to me right now as I was visiting with you. So that's kind of in my brain process. Another fun thing that happened, my daughter, who is an avid, like, gobbles books, avid book reader, gave me, it's called, I think it's just called the book club, gave me a subscription to the book club for 3 months for my birthday. And I got my first book. I can't tell you the last time, I know, Julie, Kansas City girl in a Colorado world, is an avid reader, and she reads hardback books. Can't tell you the last time I read a hardback book, but it's kind of fun because you get to pick your book, and they give you, a lot of the books are like premiere, or it's the first book for an author, so you get them kind of maybe a little bit ahead of time of other readers. Anyway, I picked this one for my May, and it came within a week. So I just got that. So I'm kind of excited about that, and maybe I'll do a little review after I finish that book. I haven't delved into the book reviews like, again, Julie does. But I thoroughly enjoyed Julie's take on things. Just adds another dimension to our floss tubes. And it's kind of fun. So that was a fun surprise for my birthday. And when I got home, again, and I don't even think I took a picture, which is unfortunate. I didn't. When I got home, the day I got home, I got this gorgeous bouquet of flowers from my youngest son and his wife for my birthday. And I don't know if I mentioned to you, but before COVID happened, right before COVID happened, we had decided we were going to do a big 70th birthday trip with the whole fam to Hawaii, because a lot of my kids and The grandkids had not been to Hawaii and had to cancel all of that. So, yeah. So his note was sweet. He said, I know this isn't Hawaii, Mom, but maybe it's a little flavor of it. And it was beautiful. Peony, I don't know, they weren't peonies, I don't remember, but roses, had white roses in it, and blue and green. Oh, they were hydrangeas, I think. Blue and green hydrangeas. It was gorgeous. And I was going to take a pic of it, and then I was so wiped out from my travels, and I didn't, but I thoroughly enjoyed it. So that was another fun birthday gift. And then, oh, when I was in DC, my iPad, which is kind of my lifeline, I don't go too far away without it, started glitching on me in DC, and I just thought, I don't know what's going on. I'll check, maybe I need to reset it. You know, sometimes you just have to factory reset things like that. I'd had it for, I thought, almost 3 years. I'm bouncing and I don't know why. Hopefully that's not too annoying. Read my neighborhood book club book on the way home on the airplane, had no issues, finished my book, came home a couple days after I got home, I think. Well, it was almost a week after I got home. It completely died. I couldn't get it to start. I couldn't get it. And if I did get it to start, it just didn't stay on for very long. So got up the next morning, asked my husband, told my husband, my iPad's died. He said, well, let's go to Best Buy and get you a new one. So, again, very fortunate. We can kind of buy what we need when we need it. And so I'm filming on my new iPad, so the quality might be better. I'm hoping the sound is good. I will be very disappointed if it's not. It's supposed to be a better camera for photos and video. So we'll see. Anyway, so I got that, and he said, happy birthday late. And I said, oh, honey, you're sweet. It's kind of, we get what we need when we need it, right? And he goes, yeah. He said, but now you can tell people I got you a new iPad for your birthday. Because he said, I felt bad because I didn't get you anything. But he's the most wonderful man. He's my gift in life. And yeah, I think that's about all I have to tell you this time. I think I hit all the highlights. I hit all my future plans. I'm going to try and work on my mermaid, not a mermaid piece, Autumn Lane Designs mermaid. That's not a mermaid. That revealed herself as not a mermaid this last post or release. And then I have to decide if I'm going to start a new Peruvian cat sal for my girlfriend and take it to Stitchcon, because it might be a very good choice to do that on. So, and probably do it on a little bit bigger piece so I can do something with it when I get it done for her. And that's kind of my plans for right now. Oh, the other exciting thing is I get my first Black Needle Society box. I got a notice that it was shipping, and so I'm hoping to get it. I hope it comes this week. I'm very excited about it. Julie from Kansas City Girl said she's getting her first one, so maybe we'll unbox it together. That was fun. And what else? Yeah, so kind of got in under the wire before they cut it off to waitlisters. So I'm excited about that. Trying not to order anything, like I said. I may get started on opening Gambit Long Dog Sampler that I ordered for my birthday. I have to get some thread, some floss, and decide on what I want to stitch it on. And that might be a piece I might take with me to Stitchcon. They say not to bring too many things, so I'll probably try not to. But I did get a new light when I was in DC, because the has a magnifying glass on it up here, and it's a good light. And I got it because there was really no place at my daughter's where I could see as well as I'd like to and stitch. So I did buy that and had it Amazoned to me there. So, and I'm enjoying having that in my bedroom because I have an OttLite with a magnifying glass on a gooseneck downstairs where I stitch when my husband and I watch TV, or I'm just downstairs stitching. But it's nice to have one up here too, so I'm enjoying that. And I think I've blathered and rambled on long enough. So you got a little bit of my kitty, and it didn't cut off, so that's a good thing. So this is Stitching to Connect Annie. I will be seeing you in a week to 2 weeks. And maybe I'll have a little more news and decisions on what I'm doing for Stitchcon, but that's my big news. And my grandkids got their vaccines this weekend. So love to all, and take care of you. Stay healthy, stay well, stay comfortable with this world we're in. And I'll see you next time. Stitching to Connect Annie. Bye.